Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be starting a project pan, which I'm super excited about. This is the first time that I've ever done anything like this, and I've been really inspired by seeing all the project pan Instagram accounts that other people have, and I just feel really motivated to try and actually use up more of my makeup products, or rather hit pan on some of them at least. So if you're interested to see what kind of items I have in my project pan, then just keep watching. Alright, let's get started. So I've got all my items in this little basket here. So I've got 9 items and I'm just going to run through them all with you today, show you sort of how they look in the starting point of this project, and then hopefully I'll give you updates maybe a couple of months down the line, something like that. My goal for these items also varies, so some of them I do want to completely use up and to get out of my collection. Others I do just want to hit pan on it and that's it. So I don't have any foundations or concealers in this project pan because I only have 2 foundations and 3 concealers, so that to me is an acceptable number and I will get through them without having to put them in a project pan specifically. So those 2 categories aren't in this, but I do have 2 powders in this project. So the first is this Maybelline Fit Me Set and Smooth powder, and as you can see I have already hit quite a big pan on this. So I've had this powder for a while, maybe 2 years. I used it almost every day when I was doing my placement year for 13 months. So because of that, I have made a decent amount of progress in this, but I don't know, I guess I just go through powder really slowly compared to other people. Maybe it's because I have dry skin, so I don't use very much of it. I only tap in lightly and then set specific areas of my face. I don't powder everywhere. My goal for this in this project is to completely use it up. I do absolutely love this powder. It's fantastic for people with dry skin. It gives you this really nice sheen, and it doesn't make you look flat at all or dry once you've powdered with it. And it's just, as the name implies, really smoothing. This really does smooth over texture. I have eczema and I get allergic reactions pretty often, and when I've had those before, I know you probably shouldn't put makeup on it, but you know, when a girl's feeling insecure and you're going to school or going out, you know, you want to make yourself feel better about it. So I have, during those instances, put this powder over it, and it really smooths it out to like the best that it could. Next up, the second powder I have is this Revolution Bacon Blot Banana Deep powder. But yeah, I mentioned this product in my best and worst of Revolution video. It's not really my favourite because it does make my dry skin look dry, but that being said, I haven't declustered it or anything because I can still use it. I just try and use it to set areas that aren't that dry on my face, like when I spot conceal my spot scars on my cheeks. That's when I try and use this product. So I do want to try and completely use this product up just so it's out of my collection, because as I said, I don't really like it very much, but I don't like being wasteful and just throwing things away unless I absolutely hate it and can't use it or just will never use it. Alright, continuing on with the base, I do have a blush in this. This is actually a blush palette. It's this e.l.f. Blush palette in dark. You get 4 really beautiful shades, a nice amount of variety, and as you can see from the close-ups, I have definitely used it, but it doesn't really look like I have because these shades are honestly so pigmented that you only need to tap your brush in it very slightly to do your cheeks. So my goal for this is not to completely use it up because I can only imagine that would take absolutely forever to finish all of these 4 shades. You do get a lot of product in this. You get 16 grams of product, I'm assuming 4 for each colour. So I just want to hit pan on one of them. I would say that my most used shade in this is probably this one, this peachy mauve shade, but today I am wearing this one. Oh, I should probably mention, I'm wearing all of these products that I'm mentioning on my face today as the start of my project pan. So I am wearing this sort of bubblegum pink shade today, and it is so gorgeous. Again, really pigmented. I only needed to dip in a little bit. So yeah, I do have a feeling this will take ages to hit pan on, but As this is one of the older blushes in my collection, I do want to make that work, so we shall see. Okay, and then my last base product in this is theBalm Mary-Lou Manizer Highlighter. Very cute packaging. This is the first highlighter that I ever bought back when the highlighter craze was at its fullest. I can't remember when exactly that was, but a couple of years ago anyway, and everyone was raving about this highlighter. It was the OG highly coveted highlighter. It's this beautiful light champagne colour. It's very, very flattering, and I've got to say, this really has lived up to its hype. I am wearing this on my face today, as I mentioned, with everything else, and it just gives you the most beautiful glow and shine without being metallic or shimmery or glittery. This is just really, really nice. So my goal for this is just to hit pan on it. I can't imagine how long it would take to fully use up a highlighter. So I'm keeping my, expectations and goals a bit smaller for this first project pan. I just want to hit pan on this, and then I'll be happy. I also wanted to put a cream highlighter in this project just so I could compare how long it would take to hit pan on a powder highlighter versus a cream. Obviously, it'll probably take far longer with a powder because you need much less of it. Nonetheless, I still have included a cream highlighter, and this one is the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek Highlighter in Wisp. I absolutely love this. The ColourPop Super Shock formula is so unique and wonderful. It feels really spongy and really nice to touch, and this product just looks really, really nice on your face. I don't know if it's because it's a cream highlighter, but I feel like it really melds into your skin. This one, I will say, is more intense than the Mary-Lou Manizer. This one does have little flecks of shimmers in it, so you can get a more blinding metallic highlighter with this, but at the same time it doesn't look really unnatural or horrible or emphasize your texture much at all. But let me swatch this for you. It's this beautiful gold shade and it just glides like butter. So my goal for this is just to hit pan on it. Right, let's move on to eyes. So I only have two products for eyes. I have an eye base and an eyeshadow palette. So the eye base that I want to completely use up is this Maybelline 24-hour color tattoo. I used to have like 4 of these back in the day and I really enjoyed them, but this is the first matte one that I ever got. This is in the shade Creme de Rose 91, and this is just a nice cream eyeshadow that I wanted to try using as an eyeshadow base or primer. Unfortunately for me, this product doesn't really work well for me as an eye primer. It doesn't stop my eyeshadows from creasing. In fact, my eyeshadows crease within maybe like 2 hours of me putting this on as a base. It just doesn't really work well for me. I do just want to completely use this up so that I can have it out of my collection. So the instances in which I'll be using this are when I'm just at home playing with makeup and doing looks maybe to post on my Instagram. I don't think I'll be using this for when I want my eyeshadow to last the whole day. And then the eyeshadow palette that I've chosen for this project is my Revolution Soph X palette. This is the first one she did with them. This is one of the older palettes in my collection, and I have not hit pan on any of the eyeshadows. In fact, I have never hit pan on any powder eyeshadow before. I have so many eyeshadow palettes and I really want to feel like I'm actually using them enough, I guess. And it's always been difficult for me because I like to use a different eyeshadow palette each time I do my makeup. Yeah, I really do like this palette, and as one of the oldest palettes in my collection, I think that this deserves to be used to an extent where I have actually hit pan on an eyeshadow in it. So that is my goal for this. I think the best bet for me to hit pan on this would be either Cup of Tea, which is this beautiful really nice transition color here, this lighter tan brown shade, or maybe this one. This is a really nice sort of peachy orange, which is one of my favorite shades in the palette. Those two I use quite often. and then maybe one of these gold shimmers. But yeah, that's my bet for most likely to hit pan on. Alright, and then moving on to the final two products in this project pan. They are of course lip products, and I've chosen two bullet lipsticks. I've got this one from I Heart Revolution, which used to be called I Heart Makeup way back in the day. So that should let you know how old this lipstick is. This one is called Just Have Fun, and it's this nice mid-toned pink shade, which I've got on my lips right now. And you can tell I've used it a decent amount. I mean, that's not a full bullet by any means. But I think that because this is so old in my collection, I mean, it's fine. It smells fine, it works fine still. I do want to completely use it up. I think it's had its time in my collection. As for what I think about it, it's pretty okay. Like, it feels quite comfortable on the lips and it looks nice, but it's definitely not my favourite lipstick formula. It was, of course, very inexpensive. I can't remember how much I bought it for, but I think it was less than £3, or maybe around that price mark. This is a very lightweight feeling, sort of waxy formula, in that, I mean, it feels kind of waxy on your lips and almost sort of slippery. So because of those properties, it does feel comfortable on the lips. Like, it's not drying at all, but I'm not a fan of this slippy, waxy feeling that much. So I'm just going to use it up and then it will be gone. And then lastly, my other lipstick is this one from Etude House. Can I just first of all point out how adorable this packaging is? Korean makeup products just have the cutest packaging and they are just wonderful. So yes, this is from the Korean brand Etude House, and this is in the shade PK003. It is their Dear My Wish lipstick, and this lipstick is in this gorgeous sort of pinky red shade, definitely deeper than this I Heart Makeup one. They are really comfortable, hydrating feeling, very pigmented, and this gives you a really nice shine on your lips. But like the I Heart Revolution one, this is one of the oldest lipsticks in my collection, so I do want to use it up just so that I can make more room. And that's it. Those are all my products that are in my project pan. I'm very excited to see how this will go. I'm hoping that I'll be able to stick to it and really make good progress on this. I will of course be giving updates in the months to come. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give me a like, comment down below, subscribe. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.